It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Chiefs and the Ravens, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're #2 against the pass in the NFL.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Ty Zentner now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Play action. Now Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Murphy, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
There's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Richardson out of the shotgun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Meanwhile, Richardson's that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Off play action, Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Murphy. What a start to this ball game. Still in the 1st quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On first down, Stafford here. We'll get that to Charbonnet. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Stafford. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
This pass left side to Downs. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This taken in by Downs. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun again to Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 10 carries, 59 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. On the option left, Richardson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. This now a 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That will throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They go play action with Richardson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun, here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. KC's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. The strong running. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Richardson. Setting up the screen, Harris. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Richardson looking to throw this. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Richardson's throw complete there to St. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Myles Murphy. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out a lot of them down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football up and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
After the interception, here's Stafford. We'll get that to Charbonnet. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Stafford now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Stafford. Addison hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st and 10, Stafford. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Charbonnet. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
On the toss to Charbonnet. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Patterson's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Ravens offense back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively, the first incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Chiefs D closes in on them again, and they drop him behind the line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Connecting over the middle with Downs. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pierce in motion left. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Moody. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Moody. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 42-yard
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Stafford. This one finds Pierce on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Throwing is Stafford. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On the carry, Charbonnet.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Smith on the stop.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining.
That is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here's 1st and 10.
to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. He's back to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. They'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.